the United States' geopolitical strategy since the end of World War II has largely been the same. And that geopolitical strategy is to ally ourselves with growing, powerful governments, and then convert those governments to being dependent on American industry, American economy, American financial institutions. Simultaneously, we find those countries that are corrupt, broken, or failing, and we do the same thing there. We flood them with foreign funding. We flood them with loans and opportunities that will bring in American dollars so that we can then force that country to essentially capitulate to our demands. This is why the United States moved so quickly into Germany and Japan after we destroyed those countries coming out of World War II. It's why we went into the United Kingdom to rebuild the United Kingdom, because the country that comes in and builds your infrastructure, sets your government, and creates your financial base, that is the country that makes you dependent upon their currency, their politics, their trade agreements. So the United States has been doing this since the 1950s. China started doing this when we went to the global war on terror. So the reason China has grown so quickly in the last 20 years is because while we were distracted trying to eradicate terrorism from Afghanistan and Iraq, guess who wasn't part of the GWAT? China.
Yeah.
They spent all of their time mimicking our process following World War II, creating the Belt and Road Initiative, building relationships with foreign countries that were third world countries or countries with struggling economies, making them dependent on the renminbi, dependent on Hong Kong financial capitals, dependent on Singapore, dependent on Shanghai financial institutions. So that's how the rise of HSBC, the rise of Huawei telecommunications, the rise of the central banking system of China, all of that happened during the 20 years of the global war on terror because they took a page out of our book. Yeah. So yes, we are 100% reaping what we have sown by destabilizing or making foreign countries dependent on the United States. It's why when you travel the world, everybody wants to be an American, but most foreigners hate Americans. They want to come to the United States. They want to be tied to the American dollar, but they don't want to say anything good about an American citizen because we've created this weird sort of juxtaposition where our economy and our dream is worth fighting for, but our people are somehow entitled and ignorant, and the rest of the world is the first one to label us that way.
Yeah, it's always when someone says, I'm like, yeah, but I don't know how to fix that. I know how to fix now. It's such a tough one. Like, I got it. I've read it. I understand it. I've studied it. And all I can say is like, the government, dang it. Damn them again.
So fresh, so new.